Hey guys, this is Yusuf, and this video is about FPM admission process, which is FPM stands for Fellowship in Management Program, and these fellowship courses are offered by IIMs and some other private institutions. As I have already discussed in my prior videos, past videos, so you can watch that for more details. In this video, I'll talk about the opportunities, the options that we'll have after finishing your FPM program. I mean the career opportunities that would be available to you. So to begin with, first let me give you a brief idea about the FPM program. It's a doctoral program which is being offered by IIMs, and this doctoral program comprises of two stages, basically broader two stages. The first stage is coursework. This coursework is for 2 years. Some other IIMs is for 19 months, 20 months, so not exactly 24 months if I have to say. And these 24 months or 12 18 months are divided into 6 semesters, 6 terms, not semesters, 6 terms, each term for 3 to 4 months, depending upon the IIMs you will be joining. And after the coursework, you appear for a comprehensive examination, which is basically you can say in other institutions kind of PhD registration or doctoral program registration process, and it's a bit tough. So I mean you have to submit 3 or 4 A category papers, not published papers. The quality of paper should be that of A level, A journal level. So and then you also have to present your topic or your past studies that you have done. You have the courses that you have attended, so detailed idea about what you have understood about those subjects. And then you may have to appear for some faculty interaction, and then after that you enter the thesis stage. So in the second year onwards, if you pass that comprehensive examination, your actual PhD starts. So this is when you start working on your thesis, and now your stipend and everything increases. So like at IIM Indore, from 27,000, which is the current stipend for the first 2 years, your stipend increases to 33,000 that you will get. And once you enter the thesis stage, then there are some processes that you have to be involved in. So like apart from the thesis writing, you also become an assistant to the faculty, your guide, and we call it a teaching assistantship. So under the teaching assistantship, you may have to attend PGP classes, not I mean attending to understand what is being taught, but to mark CP we call it class participation or CP for the participants, PGP participants. So basically you are in charge of marking their CPs. You are also in charge of checking their answer sheets whenever it is required, and depends upon your guide. And you also work with your faculty to do some projects. So depending upon the projects that your faculty have, he can assign you some work, and then you have to help him in doing that work. And coming to the thesis topic, you select your topic, you do start with a literature review or some preliminary study. Like in my case, I did a preliminary study. I visited Nepal, and this was, I mean, I have not yet cleared my comprehensive exam, but I started my research before my comprehensive. So I went to Nepal and collected data from a sports person. Like I interviewed some Indian cricketers, Gautam Gambhir and other cricketers. So that was very helpful. So you can even start your research prior to your comprehensive examination. It all up to your choice. And then you submit a proposal, and then you have to present that proposal before your TAC member, which is basically your guide, and 2 or 3 more faculties from other areas who are actually there to help you do your research thesis. And then you also present your topic before your batchmates, your juniors, your seniors, and you get a feedback, and based on the feedbacks you incorporate those ideas, and then you move on, and then you have a seminar, then you have thesis defense, and finally you convoke it. So this was the basic brief idea about how this FPM journey looks like. Now coming to the perspectives, coming to the opportunities, coming to the aspects that have not been discussed in most of the blogs about the FPM program, is the opportunity thing. When I say perspectives, because we all have a different viewpoint about FPM program. Some of us want to join IIM because we feel we will have this IIM brand name, and then this would open career for us. I won't deny that joining IIM is bad, but joining IIM only for the sake of brand name is absolutely a bad idea. Let me give you an example. In IIM Indore itself, we have this PGP, which is MBA program, a batch of 700 students, 700. So 700 itself a big lot. The same is for IIM Ahmedabad, it's 450. For IIM Bangalore, it's close to 380 or 400. Same for other IIMs. So now they are even increasing their seats to double because of some reservation and other changes which have been, which we have seen in the recent past. So the seats would be increased, and the increase in seats will actually mean more and more students, so more competition with respect to placements and other thing. If IIMs would have been so great, then all the 700 students who pass out from IIM Indore or other IIMs every year would have become a CEO of a company. But this does not happen. So we see Chandra Kocher as one person who is the CEO of one bank. So she is just one lady from her slot, her IIM Ahmedabad batch or whatever IIM, I guess she is from IIM Ahmedabad itself. So who is currently the CEO of a particular bank. That does not mean all the IIM graduates become a CEO of a company. Most of them end up at a middle level or even a junior level, you never know. So it's basically your own hard work, your own talent, your own enthusiasm to work hard and do something great and contribute in the revenue of that company that helps you to get promoted. And there are many other factors, you never know what all goes on. So so these all things have to be understood. So it's not that if you do a fellowship program and you have this IIM brand name, so you will probably end up with a great job. No, it's not going to happen. You have to do a great research, you have to do a great work to get to land up in a great place. It's not that after doing FPM program you will get a job in IIM itself. In fact, even passing out from Ahmedabad does not assure you faculty position or a industry position. It's basically because the hard work that they have done, because of the knowledge they have, and also the kind of academic network that they have developed, which is helping them to move further. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you collaborate, you work with other people, so they know you, they know the kind of research you have done, they know you, the kind of person you are. So it's easy for them to decide whether this person is suitable for this particular position or not. In fact, you will get a call from them requesting you to be a part of their institution or be a part of their project, because they know that you would be an asset for that company, you will be an asset for that organization. I have seen my seniors getting called from good private institutions, B schools, asking them to join, because they know that this particular person has done a great job in terms of research that he or she has done, and that is why they are getting calls. Some of them have been Commonwealth Fellow. So imagine if you are a Commonwealth Fellow or you are Fulbright Fellow, it's very obvious that you will get a call from good institution. So it's not just the IIM but also the Fulbright scholarship, the Commonwealth scholarship that has helped them to become a successful person in their life. Also, success is not something that you can measure with respect to the kind of job you have, but also with respect to the kind of satisfaction that you will get. So this is something which is very important. I know this sounds very boring, but believe me, you need to be motivated intrinsically in order to join IIMs, because for the next 4 years it would be your own journey, you and your guide, one-to-one interaction. There would be no other person in between, and then you have to carry your research forward. So you have to be patient, you have to understand that this would be a lone journey, and this is how you have to carry out throughout your career. You will be a faculty or you will be a researcher. Now coming to the research, coming to the career aspects, there are two major options, two major opportunities that is available to you. First, you can join industry. Second, you can become a faculty. The third option would be to join a think tank as a researcher. So that is probably less chosen option among the FPM's participants. But the foremost and the major choices, the most popular choices is basically the faculty position. There are many reasons, several reasons to this. Nowadays MBS faculties are paid heavily. I mean, at institutions like IMT Ghaziabad and other institutions, you can be paid up to 25 lakhs. So that too at the beginning level. So you can imagine, if you have some workings and if you have a good FPM research done, then probably you'll end up with a great job, and this is at par with any industry job. I mean, the kind of salary that you will get from in any industry. Also, they don't have this CTC system where you will have lot of other components, and at the end of the day you will end up with getting a salary of 80,000 or 90,000. No, in academic institutions, if I say it's 24 lakh a package, at least you will get 20 lakhs in hand. So that is much more than what you will get in the industry. This is the first option. So if you have done your research in honest manner, if you have done a research which is industry oriented, which is something which can be associated with practitioners, and that can help a practitioner, you have given a good practical implications of your research, probably your chances of getting a call from a good B school is very high, even abroad, not just in India but also from abroad. And you should also try to target good publications, I mean good journals for publication, because this will help you to get screening at the initial level. Unless you get a call, you won't be able to justify your research topic in the faculty recruitment process seminar, which is basically where you present your topic, present your thesis thing. So first you have to have good publication and a good research topic. This will help you to get a call, and then after you get a call, then you have to present that topic, and this will finally help you to get a selection. The second option is industry. Yes, there are opportunities in industry. For example, CRISIL, World Bank, even RBI, Reserve Bank of India, they offer opportunities for doctoral students, and the chances of you getting that job is very high, because IIM itself is considered very prestigious. Having a degree from IIM is considered very prestigious, and also if you have been knowledgeable, I mean you have done your research in a thorough manner, it would be it wouldn't be very difficult, if I have to say. And the next option is that you can also join industries like consultancy jobs. So there are big giant consultancy groups like Hay Group, we have A.T. Kearney, and we have this Hewitt and others, and then we even have this PricewaterhouseCoopers, and we have Boston consulting groups, consultancy groups. All these consultancy firms, they hire PhD scholars, and they give a good they offer a very good package to them. And many of the IIMs, in fact very few of the IIMs, they restrict PGP FPM students from appearing for the placement. Otherwise in rest of the IIMs you are allowed to sit for the placements. You can sit with PGPs, you can appear for in all the processes to which any PGP guy or girl would have gone through. So and if you get a call, you will be allowed to join that company. So it's not like in IIM Calcutta, I have seen some of my friends getting a package of 28 lakhs, 30 lakhs after doing their FPMs. But my question is that after spending 5 years leaving your job, leaving your good career that you had in the past, would you be really willing to do a job in a private sector where you won't have any life? Honestly, I mean if they are paying you 30 lakhs, believe me, they will make you work like a dog and like a cow. I mean sorry, that's very lame example. So I mean you will be forced to work for 14, 18, 20 hours. So I don't think that is really a good choice. I mean be careful while choosing these options. The third option is becoming a part of a think tank. So think tanks are basically organizations which are doing research on a particular topic, and they are not associated with a university system actually. So they are independent, they do research on politics, they do research on management, HR, strategy, economics, and their contributions are remarkable. Believe me, they have a good network. So if you are part of a think tank, your chances of going abroad would be very high. So you can be a part of think tank. There are many think tanks on defense management, there are many think tanks on sports management, many think tanks on HR, economics. These think tanks are doing really well, so you can be a part of that. There are some other databases like Thomson Reuters, and we have this CompuStat, we have Bloomsburg, we have I am forgetting that name. So these things, these databases have their own think tanks, and they are doing research, and these research are actually widely recognized. I mean, globally they have been awarded for their research. So you can be a part of that. All you have to do is apply through a proper channel, and probably you will get a call. Getting a selection is a different thing, that would be at a later stage. So you'll get a call. You can also join a postdoc program after your FPM. There is a big difference between postdoc and the PhD program. In postdoc, you are actually working as a faculty. So you get status of a faculty, you get incentive salaries at par with normally any other faculties. In abroad, you can even get a salary up to $70,000. So it's really great. I mean, a very big amount. But of course, the cost of living is also very high. So in Singapore, in China, in Canada, in America, the salaries paid to postdocs are really high, great. So that is one opportunity that you can explore. These postdocs, they get teaching opportunity. They also do research, and postdocs normally they don't have a fixed tenure. So probably it can be 2 years or 3 years engagement. It's basically a contractual engagement, and you get a degree. I mean, not a degree, you get a certificate of research certificate from your concerned department and faculty. So postdoc is a really good idea. If you do a postdoc from abroad, and then if you come back, your chances of getting a call from a good B school like AMS would be very high, because AMS really appreciate if you have a postdoc degree. This is what my observation. Maybe I am wrong. I am not expert in that area. Also, I have not gone through the placement process yet. I am only in my second years. So this is based on my observation. And one more thing that I wanted to discuss is that during FPM also you can do some projects and you can earn. So maybe probably you are getting a stipend of 30,000, and that is not a big amount. So that does not mean you cannot compensate that money. First of all, the moment you join IIMs, after 4-5 months, you get an offer from ICICI banks and other banks to get a credit card. So like they gave me 2 credit cards here, so ICICI and Axis Bank. So you will get these credit cards that can help you to buy and buy necessary things, which actually you cannot do by having that 30,000 stipend. I mean, if you have a family and other things, so if you have to buy fridge or anything else, this would be very helpful. Second thing, you can actually do some projects. Like I am doing a project with IIM Ahmedabad, so they are paying me close to 35,000 per month. So this is a good opportunity that you can do. So like I am working on Government of India project, which is Swabhiman project of Government of India, and this project is actually going to be published after some point of time. So I have submitted my report to the government, IIM Ahmedabad is also involved, some other IIMs also involved. So you have to approach faculty, you have to request them that you want to do a project, you are interested in this particular area, and if they have any project in their mind, they won't mind helping you, being part of that project. And these projects, believe me, you get paid well. So this project lasts for 6 to 8 months. So for the next 6 months you will be paid 30,000 every month. So that is a good thing that you can try for. Also, you can start some blog, like I started this blog, though I'm not doing for any monetary purpose, but you can start some blog, and then you can do some copy editing, which I'm also doing. So like I have a website where I'm doing copy editing things, so I'm charging some money for that. So you can do that. This is also another source of income. You can also go and teach after your coursework. You can go and teach in other B schools. So they'll allow you for a 30-day class where you have to teach for 2 hours every day, and for every hour they'll pay you 2,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees, depends upon the institution that you are approaching. So you have to write mails to them, you have to request them, and if they agree, then probably you can go and teach them, and you at the end of the month or at the end of the session, you will end up earning 1 lakh or 50,000 rupees. So this is how you can do some additional earning. And after your PhD program as well, when you become a faculty, you get lot of consultancy project. So apart from your salary, you do lot of consultancy and MDP, which is Management Development Program. So you are paid heavily. I mean, for 10 classes you are paid close to 80,000. This is what I have observed. Not for MDPs, for as a guest faculty. So this is really great. Like for 10 classes, if I'm getting 80,000, it's probably equivalent to a salary of any senior, middle level executive at this point of time. A deputy manager would have been getting 80,000 in hand cash. So this is one thing. You can also be join some online tutorials, so where you can teach and you can be paid for each question that you answer. So we did that. Some of my batchmates and I are part of some international tutorial groups, for which like we answer questions on operation management, HR and marketing, and we are paid 180 rupees and sometimes even 210 and 240 rupees for each question that we answer. It's a very short question that we have to answer. There are mostly Americans, Russians and Germans who have some queries, and they are doing their bachelor's and master's in management, so they have some queries. So they post those questions, and if you answer them, you will be paid for that, and it's really genuine, not fake. So these are some of the ways through which you can earn money. So like what I have seen during my fellowship program right now, I am able to manage earning close to 1 lakh every month, apart, I mean, stipend plus other earnings, so close to 1 lakh at this stage. Probably the same thing can be done by you.